Well, howdy, fellers. Elder Ufgood here, and welcome to A Neanderthal to the Skies, episode 15. Where in today's episode, we're going to look into getting into vibranium. And getting into vibranium is actually not that terribly hard. And for us to get into it, we're going to be getting into ender crafting and elite crafting. So extended crafting, it might be a little cumbersome, and I've never messed with any of this either, so it's gonna be fun trying to figure all this out. Before we get into that, though, we did do the soul lava bee last episode. I do want to go ahead and knock out Allthemodium. So if I make a recipe for that, I believe I already have all the ancient bees. I was just not able to actually smelt down Allthemodium to make Allthemodium bee. And of course, by that I mean I have this system now plumbed with soul lava. It's also right now automatically, no, not automatically, I have to request blaze rods, and this is how I do it. So I'm gonna have to come over here and I'm gonna have to figure something else out to get the Allthemodium in here. No, I can still work it. But yes, in between episodes I got this up and running. It is plumbed in. And of course, right now I only have a recipe for blaze rods, but as time goes on, it'll get better, right? The other thing I did in between episodes was I went inside and I made, well, I'll go ahead and take this one out. All of my draconic bees, all 4 hives, now have omegas. I am now making omegas like crazy, and that's because I want to actually get rid of the sim upgrades for all 4 omega upgrades in each one of my hives. So in order for me to get omega upgrades, those need to be upgraded really fast. Oh, you'll also notice I figured out something really cool, and that's thanks to the community that has been built over on Discord. They let me know that you can just camo the or facade super factory manager blocks. That's what we did on stream. We fixed all that. So I actually fixed these, and I think these look so much better now because you look underneath and you're like, oh, I can see in there. It's just like honey. All right, so let us. Well, I really no. I can do I can do it over here. So let's do this. Let's get this recipe going. And honestly, wait, nope. I can't auto this. Huh. I have found a flaw with this, at least for automation. However, that's fine. I can still do it the manual way. So how much do I need? 4 ingots for 1 bee? Alright, so we'll go ahead and do this manually. All we have to do is pop that out. And for the time being, I think I want this. No, I think it'll be fine. I'll just go ahead and keep it turned on. Actually, incorrect. I will do it myself. Alright, and if I do that. Ha! I got a little worried there. I thought my my spawn egg had disappeared. Well, now that I know that it's going to go in there and I know it's going to be safe, I can go ahead and let this system run. And I'll go ahead and get the rest of these. If you didn't notice, I do have enough for the rest of them. So you need Allthemodium to get vibranium. You need vibranium to get unobtainium. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of all 15 Allthemodiums and get them ready for Vibranium and Unobtainium, respectively, as I get those. I don't know what I was sitting here waiting for when I could just time wand everything. And be done instantly. Alright, well that's going to be Allthemodium. We'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rest can go in the system for the time being. We'll go ahead and get Allthemodium block. Let's go get these bad boys in the system already. You're turned off. Nobody's in there. I'm not breeding over here anyway. You're the whole area, right? I think I should be good. Alright. So we just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Why am I not picking anything up? You should have gotten the rest of it. I'm missing one. There he is. Alright, we're gonna get ready to throw them in here. But I wonder if I have any Omegas. Yes. So they are still crafting. 2, 3, 4. I believe they're still crafting. Yes. It's our first bee with the Omega upgrades besides the Draconic bee. I guess I really didn't need that. I'm going to be covering it up anyway. And there it is, another way of getting Allthemodium in abundance. It's just that bee right there. And we'll go ahead and just tick that one off. And of course, we're going to get into Ender crafting. The Ender crafter is, despite looking like a crafting table, it's much different. Crafting it and the Ender alternator is pretty simple. Crafting table, Ender eyes of Ender, and Ender ingots. Those are just Ender pearls and iron. Speaking of the alternator, we'll need one in a 7x7 area with an Ender crafter in the center. I'm a little confused as what they're talking about here. Alright, well, let me just go ahead and... do I really want to keep adding on to this? Honestly, I think right back here is going to be a great spot for this. So, do I still have this loaded up? Oh, I do. And the phantoms are back. That's fantastic. Good grief, I can't stand those guys. Alright, if I go back to this now. G... Anchor. Ha! It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. How about like that? Good grief. Alright, so it says a 7x7, so I'll just go dead center. And we're going to make the Ender Crafter, which needs Ender Ingots. I'll just get a stack. Now, it said a 7x7, so, like... I mean, I guess that's a pretty big area, right? The vibranium ingot needs an uncomfortable amount of gears. Most are pretty simple, just cover compressed sand with that ore through the foundry. Uranite is different, though. We'll need to use 4 Endercrafter to combine 4 uranite with a budding uranium geor. You can sieve sand with the diamond or netherite mesh to get uranite. Okay, so I'm actually prepared for this. Right? And this needs to be done in an Endercrafter, which I'm pretty sure... I mean... Is that all, like... Oop! I gotta go get him. So I turned off my mob farm so I can get my, apotheosis gear up. And this is a great spot for them to spawn in. Oh no, that's 2 at a time. That's terrible. Alright, so maybe this is right? Maybe... No, I'm definitely missing something here. Oh, nope, it's working. It's working. Well, you can be time wanted. Awesome. Okay, I finally got those, which means I can finally go check off gears. Alright, and with this one, it's just going to give us even more. That's great. Alright, so now we're going to get into the elite crafting. So the elite crafting table is the 3rd tier of extended crafting. So I'm probably going to want to program a lot of this into AE so we can auto-craft this. It has a 7x7 grid, which we'll need for crafting the crystalline ingot. To make this table, we'll need 2 advanced crafting tables, which each of those will need 2 basic crafting tables. Doing the math, you'll need 8 crafting tables, 4 iron blocks, 4 black iron slates, 16 basic components, and 4 basic catalysts, all for 4 basic crafting tables. For the advanced crafting tables, okay, it's just going to go through all of this stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be programming this into patterns and letting AutoCraft handle a lot of it. I'm wondering if you get more power like this, like if I give you more, will you be faster? How many more would I need? 1, 2, 3, 9, 18, 36... 37, 38... 40 more? Let me try it. Alright, you guys let me know. Was this overkill? I feel that this was overkill. I feel that this wasn't necessary. But also I felt that it was very necessary. I don't know why. Alright, let's get another island in here. And now I'd like to anchor it to this one, please. And we'll just go ahead and plunk that down right there. Alright, and we're going to start this task. I'm going to need some more patterns for this. I've got a feeling. I'm also going to need at least 1 crafter to start making some of this stuff, right? Okay, yeah, that's not terrible. Let me get all this programmed in, and I'll bring it right back as soon as we're ready to start crafting. Alright, this actually shouldn't be terrible, but I still don't know anything about this mod, so, I mean, actually, it could still be quite terrible. What is this called? Elite Crafting Table. Well, that's quite the craft. And just like that, done. Alright, with our newfound elite crafting table, we can use a 7x7 grid to make crystalline ingots. We'll just need 10 lapis lazuli, 8 diamonds, 4 gold, 4 iron, and 2 nether stars to make 4 crystalline ingots. There's a specific pattern you need to craft to use. Okay. We'll bookmark this one. I wonder, can I program this in and auto it? And if I can, excuse me, sir. You seem to be intruding. I don't know who all needs what, so how about I just stick you there so I can keep you centered? Because I know I want to put an autocraft. Yeah, I might autocraft this as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and place that down. Break this one out. What does this need? Rotate grid, balance grid, clear grid. It doesn't need power or anything, so I can literally just hook up a wireless system to this? Let's do it. Let's see if I can go ahead and just get this one auto-crafted. One in my system means I have one up here free? Yes. That was from me fixing my mistakes. I'll explain that one later. And by later, I mean you really should be in the Discord, because that's where I have everything, and everybody gets to know everything that's happening before it happens, well, in video or on stream or what have you. So, click that link in the description below. Join the Discord. Connect with your fellow brothers. Now, I've got to get a pattern provider, and I can do an extended one, so I might as well go ahead and do the extended one. I don't know how much space I'm going to need over here, but honestly, let me get another one of those. And what I'm thinking is maybe I do a wireless hub there. Right? Because then I can put another one here. Alright, I believe this is going to be considered a... I don't know what this is going to be considered. Oh, yep, processing. Okay. So then I can stick you in here. And I've already... Yes, no power is needed. And we'll at least hook up this side now. I don't know why I couldn't hook that up before. And crystalline ingot. You can't just throw it in there. Well, darn. I can at least do it like that, right? And I'll have to figure out auto crafting, so when I need this, I can figure that out. But for the time being, that at least gets us the quest done. Which now means, back to the Ender Crafter, we can put the crystalline ingot in the middle slot, surrounding it with a bunch of Geor shards. Which shards? Just quartz, iron, gold, diamond, emerald, uranium, and 2 uranite. Now we finally have vibranium. That sounds like it's gonna be like a pattern, right? Alright, so if it's gonna be a pattern, let's do that. Why is it 2? Is it really 2? I don't know if that matters or not. You know what? I'll let AE handle it, and if it's wrong, well then I get to blame AE, right? All right. So vibranium. What do I need? Uranite. I'm missing emerald. Am I really? Oh, you know what? I know why. I have auto smelt on. So let's do this. First, let's go put this fire out. There we go. If I don't smelt it, good grief, that thing just chugs, doesn't it? All right, but with that, I'm also gonna need to throw in one of those, and one of those. Let me find the most useless ones that I have, or I'll have to do another one. Actually, with diamond? Nope, here we go. Here we go. Amethyst. I don't particularly need amethyst. Okay. Same with black quartz. And we'll turn this on. And I'm just going to let that run. We'll let all that build up. Why not? All right. So now if I wanted vibranium, it shouldn't be too hard to get. Whoa. It appears it's broken. Is it broken here? Yeah, it might be broken here. I think it doesn't know where to go. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if we're at least getting it in here. We are not. So is it just stuck in here? It is not. All right. Well, I actually don't know what's wrong with that thing. What if I did this? Let me get quartz, uranite, diamond. All right. I should just be able to go. Boop. Definitely, the alternators were the way to go. Like it's moving along pretty fast. But I am 0 for 2 on autocrafting this episode. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'll have to figure these out. Let me just time on this, and I'll bring it back when I have all this done. But that's going to do it for that. Now, let's be completely fair here. Let's be completely fair here. I can keep making vibranium that way, or I can just move straight into the B. Let me get 11 more vibranium ingots, which means 11 more crystalline, which I mean it's over here. Let me bring you back. We'll go ahead and get this B going. This is not going to take long at all. All right, so we'll come over here. Uh-oh, that thing's not keeping up again. You know what? I should get a different collector for this system. I should get a collector on here. Right? I wonder, can I put a Zycraft collector on here? And now if I go back into my system, I should be able to get vibranium. Oh. Nope. Okay, you don't want to go in there. That's fine, I can fix that with an ME interface. There. I should have no more problems anymore. I can confirm this. Did you go in there? You did not. And now if I go back... Hooray! Alright, I should just now be able to come over here. I don't want you auto-pouring. I need to turn that back on when I do leave here, though. if I stick you all in there... Awesome! Look at that. Alright, and because, yeah, I need this turned back on for if and when I need blaze rods. That's going to take care of the Vibranium B. Which I do want to take half that and put that in my system so I don't lose it. Come over here. You get slapped with that. And you get a healthy dose of... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should have all gotten picked up. Minus you. Of course, we're going to need a Vibranium block. And then some Omegas. Which I'll just do that. And I don't know why I'm doing it like that. I really don't need to. You're not handling that item real easy, are you? There we go. Ooh, there's a blue over here. Let's try and hopefully get a blue chest piece. It wasn't a chest piece anyway. I needed leggings. I needed the rare leggings. Ooh. Anybody else who's in there, you guys are fine. What is up? Oh, that's the warden. Never mind. It's because what is over there in that box? That's the warden. Duh. All right, so now we should check out our Vibranium. Look at that. So now with the bee producing those, we really should be putting in patterns. As a matter of fact, I don't want this pattern anymore. I shouldn't have to auto this pattern. We'll actually change this one. Alright, and anytime we need Allthemodium or Vibranium, because of those bees and nuggets, we should just be able to craft it all the way up. And because we have access to unobtainium, or unobtainium, I wish, we're not that far. Vibranium, we'll go ahead and tick that one off. And now we'll go ahead and, let's just go ahead and complete the Vibranium chapter. All the way up into the Vibranium furnace. Alright, to get into the Vibranium smithing template, it's just normal crafting. To make your first, you'll need Allthemodium upgrade, 7 Allthemodium ingots, and a block of Vibranium. The other Vibranium upgrades will only need another Vibranium upgrade, 7 Allthemodium ingots, and ancient stone. Alright, let's bookmark that one. And there's our first one. And now uses for this. Ancient stone. How am I getting ancient stone? I'm not getting ancient stone. Am I really not getting ancient stone? Alright, well, looks like I need to get ancient stone going, which is soul lava, packed ice, and Allthemodium block under a stone generator. Or a block generator, so I guess I'll get that going and we'll get another slot going right here. Alright, I decided I'm just gonna... I want to program this in. I hope this kind of works. Ha! It worked! Well, if that's the case, then all of those also need an upgrade. But not right now. Remind me, ancient stone, block gen, packed ice. Packed ice and soul lava. Packed ice, let's get a brick. Bucket of soul lava. And an oak drawer. With a... No. What's... What am I doing on these? Okay, you're just stuck at 2K. You're... It'll be fine. Yes? Hooray! We got ancient stone. I need... Lock, link, put away, and now... Wait for that to get up to 32. I think that kind of works. I don't really see that improving, though. Yep. Well, there you go. That's good enough. So, let's do the sword. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything's going to get an upgrade. Oh, this is going to be so nice. So now we need vibranium. Let's do the sword first. We'll go ahead and do the spell book. Oh man, this is great. What a great way to go about this. Shall we see how we look? Shall we see how we look? We look glorious. Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better and better. Guys, I did not expect how well this was gonna look. This looks incredible. Alright, but we got just a little bit more to go. We have to get vibranium armor, vibranium tools, and then a vibranium furnace, which actually will be 2 of those. And then we're going to tick everything off. So... Allthemodium. All right. And just like that's it. When you, yeah, you're not gonna be nice to me, are you? Perfect! Look at that. We'll just tick all this off because why not? And that's looking pretty good. Just I forgot about the furnaces. So to make the vibranium furnace, let's do this. Let's get 4 more of these. Oh, okay. Okay. Calm down there, buddy. Boop, boop. I'll break you. Just so I can place you back. We'll augment. Go back. Auto split. Auto eject on. And that's the furnace complete. Which I guess I should have only just did one. It would have given me a free one. And then we'll tick this one off. That's the end of the ancient stone. I don't really necessarily need to get into these. Some players would rather use energy than fuel. I don't really necessarily want to. However, I think I should just for the quest's sake. All right, but for completion's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So we'll take... We'll make one of these. And then we'll make a recipe for this one in a block casting. No, we won't. How much do I need? I need 1,000 millibuckets of soul lava. I could do that. I could do that. Oh! Apparently... That's still not good enough. Wow. Alright. I know eventually I'm gonna have... Oopsie. I'm gonna have another process over here. So for the time being, you can go there. You can go there. You can go there. You go in there, and I just gotta wait for 1 bucket. Alright. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Take this back. We'll grab this thing. That will complete the quest. And then we're going to go back up here. And place this back down. And that's going to complete that quest. Awesome. Alrighty. That's going to do it. That we got into Vibranium. And everything is upgraded to Vibranium. I can't believe how quickly we are progressing. And I'm hoping by next episode we'll go ahead and just rush into Unobtainium. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to take to get into this. Obviously, the end, we got that. To get Unobtainium, Obviously, we're going to do the bees, right? So to get molten... No. Well, hell, I obviously can't read. Look, it's just vibranium pickaxe, unobtainium. We go to the end. We process it. I honestly want to rush this really, really quickly. I think I might be able to do this. So I need 20 ingots for the bees, right? It's very, very hard. But I think if I get a couple of enchantments and a vibranium pickaxe, we can go get some unobtainium and get the unobtainium bees. And then we don't have to worry about nothing else. Alright, so in order for this to happen, we're going to have to start with the very beginning with a diamond pickaxe. Which I just happen to have one. It's got to go to that. To that. To that. Which tells me this was a dumb thing to have back there. Right? Probably. Alright, and what we're looking for is not this. That already tricked me. It's actually, is that it right there? Nope, that's draconium. Give me a second. We'll find it. Well, actually, no, I'm in the wrong biome. Give me a second. I've got to go find in Highlands. Honestly, I don't know why I haven't done this yet. This is driving me nuts. Let's get a Just Dire Things wand. Not the polymorphic wand, not the time wand, the Eclipse Gate wand. What do I need for that? I need a Void Shift and a Blaze Jet. Yep, let's do it. I'm tired of not being able to boost myself around for a little. Perfect. However, I don't like that preview. What's the preview for Airburst? Or is it Void Shift? Void Shift. There we go. Ah! I love how fast that thing is. I really love how fast this thing is, but this isn't in Highlands. Is it? No, it's not. I'll tell you what, this looks like it might take a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. I'll find some unobtainium in between episodes. And then that's exactly what we'll get started into. We'll finish up Chapter 3 next episode. Hopefully. Well, not all of Chapter 3. We'll be able to finish up the unobtainium portion of the chapter, and then possibly start looking into the this quest to finish out Chapter 3. But we'll go ahead and do this because we're already here, right? And that's really what I should have done. I should have put efficiency on my pickaxe before I even came out here. So look at me, making all kinds of mistakes, like usual. Which mean like usual? Yes, like usual. You know what I mean. Like usual. It's Elder Blunders. Elder Blunders. But with that, I do thank you guys for joining me for today's episode. And we made really, really good progress and even got Allthemodium B, the Vibranium B, and of course, the outfit. Oh my gosh, the outfit looks great. Look at this. It just looks so awesome. Very awesome. But that's going to do it for this episode. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. Take it easy, and God bless.